or someone else wants to use it. All right. So go ahead and lay down. We're going to allow ourselves to be heavy into the ground with our palms up towards the sky. Our feet are falling out to the corners of the mat. And just allowing yourself to breathe deeply. Allow yourself to fill yourself up with air, not rushing your breath whatsoever. Taking maybe your first full breath of the day and trying to make that breath nice and slow each time, making it a little bit slower. You want to feel the temperature of your breath. You want to feel the way that it's flowing in and out, whether that's through your nose or your mouth. You don't have to change it at this moment. You want to feel the speed of your breath. Also, you don't have to change this at the moment. Just acknowledging how it is, not judging it. Just breathing in and out. And then we'll begin to bring a count to the breath. So we'll inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, and exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And just staying there, laying down with your eyes closed, allowing your breath to flow with that count of 4 and 6. And sometimes people tell me that they can't breathe in for 4 and exhale for 6. So if you need to take it a little bit shorter, no problem at all. Take it shorter. Do it feels comfortable for you. So maybe that breath is inhaling for 3, exhaling for 4. Whichever breath you would like to choose, just trying to keep it consistent throughout your practice. So picking your count now, feeling what feels comfortable. Now that you have a comfortable breath, we're going to start bringing in our intention for the day. So as you guys know, I'm a fan of the number 22, and today's the date 22, the month of February, which is the second month, and then, of course, we're in the year of 2020. And I just love this number, one, because I see it all the time, and it has some purpose for me. And I think about this number, I think about abundance, I think about balance, I think about alignment, I think about harmony, and all the things that kind of like bring life together and kind of put it into those moments of ease and bliss. So I'm hoping that this number is bringing that for all of us, a little bit of ease, a little bit of bliss. And also I just wanted to bring some things to your attention as you lay here with your eyes closed, just a moment to think for yourself. So just think about this. What thoughts come up for you when you hear the word balance? Is it a lifestyle? Is it a balanced being maybe? Maybe it's the tarot cards, temperance and justice. Just think about what the word means to you, balance. No judgment of what you think. It could be anything that you want, but just taking a moment to ponder on that word, balance. And now just thinking of those thoughts, placing them aside, filing them away for now. And now we're going to move on to our next word, which is alignment. So maybe when you think of alignment, you think about your car tires, you think about maybe your yoga poses and how you want to be aligned in your poses. Maybe you think about being aligned in your truth. So when you think about the word alignment, what are you thinking of? Just go ahead and ponder on that word, eyes closed, relaxed in your position, laying down. Just thinking about what that word means to you. And wrapping up your thoughts on alignment, filing it away for later. And we're going to move on to our last and final word, which is harmony. So, what comes up for you when you think of harmony? Maybe you think of singing, maybe you think of peace, maybe you think of just everything working out in your favor. Just taking a moment of what harmony, or thinking about what the word harmony means to you. Lying down, eyes closed, in a relaxed position, just pondering on this word. And then filing that word away for later, we will come back to this at the end of our practice for you to journal about it. But for now, I just want to tell you what I think of when I think of these three words. So when I think of balance, I think of the perfect amount of ups and downs, wrongs and rights, the rain and the sunshine, and just knowing that one would be nothing without the other. That's me. That's what I think of when I think of balance. And when I think about alignment, I think of everything being in its perfect place at its perfect time. And when I think about harmony, I think of everything fitting together like a glove on a hand. So take a moment. We're going to take a moment to breathe in these words, bring in these energies into our body, into our mind, into our soul. And so we'll go ahead and first do our first cleansing breath, breathing in the word balance. So we'll go ahead and take a deep inhale through the nose, thinking of the word balance, filling up with as much air as you possibly can, holding the breath at the end, and then open the mouth to release. Awesome. Our second word was alignment. So we'll breathe in the word alignment, breathing in these energies into our body, holding the breath when we get to the top, and open the mouth to release. And last one, we're breathing in the word harmony. So taking a long, deep inhale through the nose, thinking of the word harmony, filling up with as much air as you possibly can, holding the breath at the top, and open the mouth to release. Awesome. You can slowly open your eyes. You can keep your eyes closed, whatever feels good for you. We're still laying down and just sitting up to read, but I'm going to come down to the ground with you. So we'll go ahead and bring in our knees to our chest, hugging our knees, and we're going to rock side to side, massaging the lower back. Good. And then taking the left leg down to the ground, squeezing the right knee into the chest, feeling the stretch in the hip and the front hip of the left leg. And we're going to go ahead and start making circles with the knee, rotating the knee around, feeling the stretching in your hip flexors, moving your arms, and then going in the opposite direction. And then bringing the knee into your chest, once again. And we'll straighten out the leg, grabbing, interlacing the fingers behind the thigh or your hamstring, and begin to flex and point the toes. So we're inhaling to bring the toes towards the face and exhaling to point the toes away. Feeling the stretch in your hamstring, in your calf muscle. And then we'll take the right leg into half happy baby. So grabbing the outer edge of your foot, pulling your knee towards your armpit, feeling the stretch in the hips, taking long, deep inhales and exhales. You can press down gently with your left hand on your left leg. And then slowly bringing the knee back into your chest, giving it a slight squeeze, and then we'll switch legs. Taking the right leg down to the ground, bringing the left knee in, squeezing the knee in, feeling the stretch in the front of the right hip and also in the left hip as well. And we'll go ahead and make circles with the knee, feeling the hip moving, getting some mobility in it. And we'll go the opposite direction. Good. Go ahead and straighten out the leg, interlacing the fingers behind the hamstring. And we'll inhale, bring the toes towards the face, and exhale, point the toes away from the face. So pointing and flexing, feeling the stretch in the back of the leg. Awesome. And then go ahead and bring it into half happy baby, pulling the outer edge of the foot down, bringing the knee towards the armpit. You can place your right hand on the right leg to keep the sits bone glued to the ground. Feeling the stretch in the hip. And then bringing the knee slowly back to the chest. Bringing both knees to the chest. And then rocking back and forth a few times. And we'll come all the way up to a seat. Hello, hello. Go ahead and roll the shoulders back, relaxing the shoulder blades down the back. And then one final time, sitting up nice and tall. Taking a couple of deep breaths here. While you're taking those deep breaths, I'm gonna make sure you're still here since I can't see you guys. Looks like you guys are still here, yay. If you came in a little bit late, just know I can't see you guys and I wish I could. Okay, go ahead and take the seat. I'm back here. We'll take our hands out to the sides and take a deep inhale up. Reaching up as high as you can. And exhale, dropping the right arm down, reaching over the head, feeling the stretch in the left side of the body. Breathing deeply. And we'll inhale back to center, reaching up high. Exhale, dropping the other hand down, feeling the stretch in the right side of the body. And this time we'll drop the hand down, the right hand, and we'll walk, crossing the arms over. You can let your head be heavy. And then we'll inhale up on the other side. This time, open your chest towards the left. Feeling the stretch in your back. And then exhale, we're dropping the hand down, the left one, then crossing over, walking over. We'll inhale up to the left side and open your chest to the side. Good. Inhaling back up to center, reaching up high. Exhale down to the heart. And then go ahead and inhale up again. Exhale, twisting towards the right, pressing against the right knee, sitting up tall. Your right hand is behind you where your spine would be. And as you inhale, you're lengthening through the chest, trying to sit up tall. And as you exhale, twisting behind you. Feeling a stretch in the back, in the mid back. And trying to expand that area with air as you inhale. And flatten out the belly as you exhale. Another deep inhale in. And exhale out. Inhaling back to center, lifting up the arms. And exhale, twisting to the other side, pressing against the knees, sitting up tall, looking towards the back shoulder. Sitting up tall on your inhales and twisting on your exhales. Breathing in deeply. Exhaling out. Another deep inhale in. And exhale out. Inhale up with the arms. And exhale down to the heart. I hope you guys are feeling good so far. Feel free to comment in the chat, but don't feel pressured to. I'll come up and check in a bit. We'll go ahead and come up on all fours, spreading the fingers nice and wide, making sure your knee and your hip are in line, and your shoulder and your wrist are in line. And we'll go ahead and do some cat and cow. So inhale, drop the belly, looking up. Really pressing into the hands, opening the chest. Exhale, pressing the back to the sky. Bringing your chin towards your chest. Inhale, dropping the belly, looking up towards the sky. Exhale, tucking the chin, pressing the back towards the top. Doing it 2 more times on your own breath, really pressing in both directions as you move through the poses. And coming back to center. Feels so good, you guys. Go ahead and take the knees wide. The big toes touch, bringing your bottom to your heels, reaching out long. In child's pose, taking a couple of deep inhales and exhales in center. Staying there. I'm coming up to make sure there's no chats. We're all good. And then go ahead and walk your hands over to the right side as you're in child's pose. We'll take the left hand out just a little bit more to feel the stretch in the left side of the body. Taking long, deep inhales and exhales. And inhale, walking through center. Going to the other side, bringing your right hand out a little bit further. Feeling the stretch in the right side of the body. Breathing long, breathing deeply. And inhale back to center. And slowly come up to all fours. We'll take the knees back a bit. Take the hands forward a bit. And then we'll slowly lower ourselves down to the ground, squeezing your elbows into the body tight. We'll inhale the chest up just gently, not going too high for baby cobra. Feeling the stretch in the lower back. Exhale, coming down. Another long, deep inhale, coming up, maybe a little bit higher, maybe not, whatever feels good for you. The shoulders are away from the ears. And exhale, come down. And then last one, long, deep inhale up. Going to where it's comfortable for your back. Your arms can be big, your arms can be straight. Just pulling your elbows into the body. And then exhale, we're rolling back and going into downward dog. Walk it out. Taking your time, feeling the stretch in the back of the legs. Making sure your hands are flat into the ground. Your fingers are spread wide. All 10 toes are in the ground. And you're totally connected. Taking long, deep inhales and exhales. And then we'll begin to slowly walk up to our hands. Inhaling halfway up, flat back, and exhale, fold. Letting the arms be heavy, the head is heavy. We're nodding the head yes and no, releasing the tension in the neck. And then slowly rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Making sure your head comes up last. And rolling the shoulders back. Hello, hello, hello. We'll go ahead and bring the feet forwards, making sure your feet are parallel to each other, hip width distance apart. Hands are to the side, spreading the fingers wide, and mountain pose. Taking a moment, closing the eyes, and taking a deep inhale, thinking about balance. Exhale it out. Another deep inhale, thinking about alignment. Exhale it out. And last one, deep inhale, thinking about harmony. Exhale out. Opening your eyes, and we'll go ahead and take a deep inhale, reaching up. We're interlacing the fingers, releasing the pointer and the thumb, and then exhale over to the right, pressing out with the left hip, feeling the stretch in the side body. Inhale, come up, and exhale to the other side. Inhale, come up, pressing the hips forwards and lean back. And exhale, the hands come down to the heart. Doing a little smile. Taking a deep inhale in. And sigh out with relief. If you're not at the top of your mat, coming back to the top of the mat and taking a deep inhale up. Exhale, swan back down. Taking the arms wide. Inhale, halfway up, flat back. And exhale, fold. We'll take the left foot back, keeping the right foot forwards. We're going to go into a lunge. So taking this long leg back, 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 dropping the knee, untucking the back toes, and inhale the hands up, bending into the front knee, feeling the stretch in this front left hip, also in the back left hip, and also in the front hip as well. Taking a deep inhale, releasing the tension in your hips. And exhale, the hands frame the foot. We'll take our hips back, take our toes up towards the sky, and inhale the chest up, exhaling to fold forwards, bringing your forehead towards the knee. Feeling the stretch in your hamstring. Taking one more deep inhale and exhale. And then slowly walking the hands up. We'll come up into low lunge again. And exhale, come down. Taking it to your downward dog. Bring your heels down towards the ground while you're here. Feeling all your 10 toes in the ground, all 10 fingers, the palms of your hands. Taking a deep inhale in. Exhale out. And we'll lift the left leg to bring it in between the hands. Taking the right leg back long. Dropping the back knee and tucking the back toes. Making sure the knee and the ankle are in a straight line. So maybe moving it if you need to. And then inhaling the hands up. Bending into the front knee. Taking some deep inhales and exhales. Allowing yourself to release tension in the hips. And we'll exhale the hands, come down to frame the foot, taking the hips back, toes go up towards the sky. We'll inhale the chest up, and exhale, fold. Inhale, walking the hands up towards the top, and lifting the hands up, bending into the knee. Exhale the hands down, and taking it back to downward dog. Taking a couple of long, deep inhales and exhales. Good, and then we'll go ahead and transition into pigeon pose. Some of y'all's favorite. We'll go ahead and lift the right leg up to the sky, toes towards the ground. And then we'll bring our knee forward, scooting our left leg back long. So, sorry I didn't tell you to bring the pillow, but if you have a pillow around and your hip is off the ground, you can bring your hip onto the pillow to find more of your center. Of course, you can do it without the pillow as well, whichever feels comfortable for you. We're going to be in this pose for a little while, so try to find a comfortable position. We'll go ahead and inhale the chest up, and exhale, folding over the knee, allowing yourself to sink in to the position. You can bring your forehead down to your arms or to the ground, to the mat. And then begin to allow yourself to get heavier and heavier. Allowing yourself to breathe deeply. And try to bring that count back to your breath. So remember we did a count of inhale of 4 and an exhale of 6, but you can bring your own count to your breath. Just trying to focus on only that. When you begin to wander with your mind, acknowledge it, don't judge it, but then come back to your count. Taking 3 more deep inhales and exhales here. And slowly begin to come up, lifting the chest, and taking it back to your downward dog. Shake the leg out if you need to. And then go ahead and lift the left leg up, toes facing the ground. Exhale, bring the leg through, scooting the right leg back long. Inhale, sitting up tall with the chest. And exhale, folding forwards. Allowing your head to rest in your arms or on the floor. Bringing back that count of 4 and 6, or whichever count you choose. And just bringing a pattern to the breath, and also focusing on the breath for a while. Taking long, deep inhales and exhales. Taking 3 more deep inhales and exhales here. And we'll slowly inhale up with the chest, lifting the chest. And then taking it back to your downward dog, shaking out the leg. Coming into downward dog, taking a deep inhale and exhale. And then stepping up to the top of your mat, inhaling halfway up. And exhale, folding forwards. Allowing yourself to stay here for a little while, feeling the stretch in the back of the legs, in the glutes, in the arms, in the neck, in the back. Just nodding where you feel the stretch. And slowly begin to roll up. Bring your head up last. And rolling the shoulders back once you're up. So we can't talk about balance without doing some. So let's do it. We'll bring the weight onto the left leg. Bringing the right leg out to the sides. We're going to do tree. You can always have tree at the bottom with your foot like a kickstand. You can have it at the calf. Make sure to skip over the knee if you're going to go higher and bring it inside of the leg. Or you can even cross it if you want to get fancy. So I'm going to bring it here, bringing your hands to the heart, feeling all 10 toes in the mat, feeling all 4 corners of your foot in the mat. We're going to look at a spot that's not moving on the ground or in front of us. And just focusing on that spot, focusing on your breath. You can always use something to help you stay up if your balance is feeling weak. Remember not to judge yourself. Some days it works, some days it doesn't. We'll go ahead and bring the knee forwards and bring the knee into the chest. We're going to take it to warrior 3. So if you need to, hold on to something. If not, taking the leg back, toes towards the ground. Again, finding the spot that's not moving. I'll turn to the side in case you need to see what it looks like from the side. And when you're ready, bringing the foot down to the ground. Shake it out. Hope it went well. I wish I could see you. But I hope it went well. We're going to the other side. So go ahead and turn the knee out. Having a kickstand if you need it. Moving it to the calf if you want to take it up a notch. Making sure to skip over the knee. Bringing the foot inside of the leg. Or if you want to get fancy, crossing it over. Going back to this version, I like it. Go ahead and find a spot to focus on. Breathing. And then slowly bringing the knee forwards, bringing it into the chest. And then we'll take it back to warrior 3. Toes facing towards the ground. And when you're ready, bringing the foot down to the ground. Shake it out. Dance it out. And we'll go ahead and take it to the top of the mat. Inhaling all the way up. And we'll lean back, open the chest, opening the belly. And swan diving down. Inhale, halfway up. And exhale, fold. Taking it back to your plank. Lowering down to the ground. Go ahead and pull the right leg in. Try to bring your heel towards your butt. Feeling the stretch in your quad. And switching sides, bringing the left leg in. Feeling the stretch in the quad. Taking long, deep inhales and exhales. And then bringing both legs in if you can. Feeling the stretch in both of the quads. And then taking a step further, lifting the chest, lifting the feet, and opening your chest in bow pose. Squeezing the legs together like there's a block in between them. And exhale, come down. Rolling back to child's pose. This time with the knees together, the arms by the side, the forehead on the ground. Taking some long, deep inhales and exhales. And slowly coming up. It is journal time, so get your journals. Also leave in the chat how you're feeling. I would love to hear it. I feel good, nice and relaxed. I'll come closer to you guys. Great as always. Yay, Caitlin. Relax. Yeah, male. Amazing. Thank you, Naya. I'm glad you guys are feeling good. Woohoo, Courtney. Okay, so I have some journal prompts for you guys. This is not the end of the practice. We still have some final stretches at the end. I just wanted to do this before we lay down. So let's see, where are these journal prompts? So the first one, what does a life of balance look like to you? So what does a life of balance look like to you? So a lot of times if you don't know what you want, you can't manifest what you want. So think about the best balanced life you could possibly have and just jot down some bullet points. You don't have to go crazy with it. Maybe you want to elaborate later. But right now, just write some bullet points, get your point across, think it up. I'll give you a moment. Relax. I'll write too. All right, if anyone wants to share, please feel free to add in the chat what a life of balance looks like to you and some bullet points. Mine was time to relax, time to work, time to have fun, time to travel, and equal parts. That would be a life of balance for me. Time to see family and friends. I didn't put that one. Let me put it. Freedom. We all want it. Yes, I love it. All right, next one. Where do you want to welcome in more alignment in your life? So, where are you feeling a little not so aligned and you want to welcome in more, you want to call in more? Write that. And let's see what Molly shared. Being social while also taking time to myself. I feel like this is one that I'm really good at because I'm social, but I'm not that social at the same time. So I'll give you some tips on that one, Molly. But right now, we're asking, where do you want to welcome in more alignment in your life? All right. Keep going if you're still writing, of course. If you want to share in the comments, feel free to share. Maybe you can inspire somebody else. Mine was in the way that I eat because it can go really up, it can go really down. There's no alignment there, it's just like bad or great. And then also in my budget. I feel like I'm doing okay, but probably not that great. So those are the two that I want to bring alignment into my life. If you want to share, you can share as well. Budget as well. I feel you, Molly. In your daily life. I'm guessing that just means like your day to day, like just having a routine, right, Caitlin? I feel like in a routine though, you would have a routine as a teacher. Kids schedule, all of it, yes. Okay, yeah, it's hard to have a routine for your kids at school and a routine for your kids at home. Meaningful relationships, I like that. A physical adjustment at the chiropractor. Ooh, I like that way of thinking of alignment. Emotional management. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for sharing. I love it. Sad I can't see you, but at least I can see your comments, so that's good. All right, we have our last one. So, write about a moment when you felt complete harmony. So maybe it wasn't complete harmony, but you felt really good. You feel like you were in your flow. You feel like things were going as planned, as you like them. Just to give yourself a reminder that it is possible. It can happen again. It's happened before. So just think about a time where you felt in complete harmony. All right. So if you want to share, you can share with the last one. When did you feel like you were in harmony the last time or a time that it happened in the past? I wrote down just recently, if you guys don't know, I went to Patagonia and we went to this place called Lago Hermoso, which means beautiful lake, and it was a very beautiful lake. And we camped next to like a river that was flowing all night, and it sounded so nice, and it was so peaceful, and there was nobody making noise at the campground, and everything felt like it was the way it should be. There were other times when we were camping, it was not like that at all. So this time was like, we're at peace, we're at peace, everything's good. Just enjoy the moment. So I would love to hear about your moments like that as well. I'm going to make my way back to the mat and I'll read your comments if you put any later. All right. I welcome you to join me or welcome you to join me on the mat again if you're not. I'm going to go ahead and lay down to get ready to close out the practice. So we'll go ahead and inhale the right knee into our chest. Squeeze it in. Taking the right hand out to the side like a T. And then go ahead and cross the knee over the body, looking up towards the sky or looking towards the right. And we'll take long, deep inhales and exhales here. Feel the stretch in the back. Feeling the stretch in the outer hip. And then we'll go ahead and slowly inhale the knee back to the chest. Squeeze it in. And exhale to release. We'll go ahead and inhale the left knee in. Squeeze it. Take the left hand out to the side like a T. And then cross the knee over the body, looking up towards the sky or looking towards the left. Keeping both shoulders glued to the ground and breathing deeply into your back, trying to expand it with your inhales and release it with your exhales. And then go ahead and inhale the knee back to center. Squeeze the knee in. And then meet it with the right. Squeezing both knees in. And we'll go ahead and curl into a little ball. And exhale, take it out long. Reaching over your head in both directions. And exhale, the hands come down to the sides, palms up to the sky. Feet fall out to the corners of the mat. Allowing your body to get heavy. Allowing yourself to release the tension. So take a long, deep inhale through the nose. And sigh it out the mouth. Allowing yourself this time in Shavasana to take in the benefits of your practice. And begin to wiggle the fingers and toes. Bringing the knees to the chest. And rocking side to side. Finding yourself on the right side in fetal position. And taking a moment to thank yourself for practicing today and taking care of your body and mind. And slowly coming up to a seat. We'll take our hands out to the sides and take a long, deep inhale up with the hands. And exhale down to the heart. The light in me sees the light in all of you. Namaste. Yay! Hopefully I'll be able to do this with you guys a lot more. And hopefully next time I will see you. Thank you. I wanted to pull a tarot card for you guys. Still the best ever. Thank you, Caitlin. Peace and love and light to you too, Naya. Let's see what we got. So I'm going to tell you my interpretation of the card, but I'm also going to send a link in the email. So we got the Seven of Pentacles, but it was in reverse. So Seven of Pentacles in upright position means that you're working away at something, that you're putting in the work, that you're watching it grow, that you're expecting a harvest. In reverse, to me, means like either you need to focus your work on something, you need to focus on what you want to put your work into, or that it's time to move to the next step and start to collect your harvest. So I will send the description in the email when I send the replay. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys have a fantastic night. And I thank you so much for coming. Any last words? Any last words? Love you. I love you too. Love you too, Winnie. Thank you, Caitlin. Thank you for coming. All right, guys. I will see you guys later. Namaste.